Hi, dear friends and subscribers of the Cricket Happening Show. Thanks for your continuous encouragement to this cricket show. I've been hearing a lot of things. Thank you very much for all the support that you have been giving me. Well, today in this part of this cricket show, we are looking at three test matches that's happening. One is between Australia and India, and then New Zealand versus Zimbabwe, which kicked off the one-off test, which is being played between New Zealand and Zimbabwe at McLean Park in Napier. And then today there was a match which just finished probably a couple of hours back between England and Pakistan, which was the today was the second day's play, and I'll be talking about that. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to go the whole hog. I wouldn't be able to give you a complete report. It would be basically you could look at it look at it like a summary or a cricket update, because if I would be getting some money out of this cricket broadcasting that I'm doing, then probably I can bide my time. I can get things together and in fact carve out a report for each and every match that is being played around the globe. But unfortunately, that's not so. And as I'm still doing it for my passion, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be putting up a summary of all the three matches. So we head off towards Australia first in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and today was the day three at the Adelaide Oval. And Australia, they amassed 604 for 7 declared. In fact, that was in the previous day. So yesterday it was India who resumed at 61 for 2, and well, India didn't put up any. They couldn't actually reach the 404 total, which was their first goal. In fact, Michael Clarke also decided not to really enforce the follow on, even though India were all out for 272. He decided to give. He didn't want to probably get caught on a last day pitch, but that was what one would have felt. But Michael Clarke definitely said that that was not the case. He just wanted to keep India out of the game as quickly as possible, and that's what he has done. What he did is he actually decided to play the second innings. Now, as far as India were concerned, India were bowled out for 272. As I said, I could only talk about the very salient features here. One was Virat Kohli, who brought up his maiden century in his 8th appearance in Test. And what a knock it was. A very good knock under the circumstances. Looking at the way he was getting a lot of verbals from the Australian crowd and the fielders, Australian players, and the aggression was there. And Virat Kohli is such a player who likes to give it back, and he didn't not only gave it back with the words, but it was with the bat that he gave it back. He hit a very classic 116. The strokes that he played was a treat to watch. It was delightful. There was a good use of the wrist, a lot of bottom hand coming when he played his strokes. And Virat Kohli, as I said, is a wonderful player. It was a real treat to watch him. He made 116. In fact, what he did is, what was a good thing about Virat Kohli was that he had a debutant wicketkeeper, Riddhiman Saha, with him, who made the 35, was looking very impressive in his knock. He was getting well behind the line of the ball. He was not also afraid to come and loft Nathan Lyon. He in fact slog swept him for a 6 there. And Virat Kohli also hit a 6 of the bowling of Michael Clarke. But this was a very crucial stand. It was because when India started, it was like Tendulkar. Siddle was the one who actually gave them the breakthrough on the third day when Tendulkar was gone. Tried to play a ball through the slip cordon, and actually Ponting took the catch. He was gone for 25 with 3 fours. VVS Lakshman was a victim of Nathan Lyon when he actually edged the ball from Nathan Lyon, which was caught behind by Brad Haddin for 18. But Virat Kohli and Riddhiman Saha were the ones who really, stitched together a partnership, which was a very vital one, and that took on the score to 272. It was 114 run partnership, and Virat Kohli, as I said, 116, 11 fours and 1 6, and Riddhiman Saha on his debut was looking very impressive with 35, 1 4, 1 6. And They bided their time at the crease, but when the spinners came, they really gave it all, like Nathan Lyon and Michael Clark and Hussey. But once they were over, the second new ball was taken. It was all over for India as wickets started tumbling there. It was Ridhiman Saha who actually shouldered arms to a delivery from Ryan Harris, out for 35 with 1-4 and 1-6, and the tail was cleaned up by Peter Siddle as Siddle was on a hat-trick there. He clean bowled Ravichandran Ashwin for 5. Zahid Khan was caught behind the bowling of Siddle for duck, and Ishan Sharma was bowled by Irfan Aus for 16 with 3 fours. In fact, Ishan Sharma was the one who helped Virat Kohli get to a century. 116 off with 11 fours and 1-6, 272 all out. Peter Siddle getting a fiver there, 15 overs, 2 maidens, 49 runs and 5 wickets. And Australia, with the 332 run lead, finished at close of play on 50 for 3. So I would say that India really did very well in the final session by picking up those wickets. David Warner gave a return catch back to Ashwin, cotton bowled for 28 with 4 fours. Ed Cowan was LBW bowled Ashwin for 10 with 1-4. Sean Marsh continued his horror form in the series. He was LBW bowled Zahid Khan for a duck. And well, it's a similar scene to what happened in the first innings for Australia. 3 wickets were down for 84 and 3 wickets were down for 40 in the second innings. And the 2 double centurions at the crease right now. Ricky Ponting not out on 1. Michael Clark was not out on 9. 50 for 3. Overall lead of 382 for Australia. You have 50 for 3. Zahid Khan 1 for 24 and Ashwin 2 for 24. We couldn't see Umesh Yadav or Ishan Sharma bowl today. Well, as I said, I'd like to end up this report, and I'm going to take you down to New Zealand now and the McLean Park pitch in Napier, where New Zealand and Zimbabwe clashed in the first one-off test here, and stumps on day one. New Zealand had put up a very good show there, 331 for 5. They'll be very happy with that. They had a very good century opening stand with Brendan McCullum making 83 with 8 fours and 2 sixes, was very aggressive. Martin Guptill was playing some very, very sweet onside strokes. He made 51 with 7 fours. But Ross Taylor was the man, the captain, who was undefeated on 111 with 13 fours and 2 sixes at close of play when New Zealand closed at 331 for 5 of their 90 overs. Kane Williamson was run out for 4. Brownlee, who did very well against Australia, as you said, as you know, he was an early victim. He was out for a duck. Kottaibu bowled Hamilton Masakadza. Daniel Vettori and Ross Taylor actually counter-attacked in a particular session, but Daniel Vettori was caught stumped by Taibu of the bowling of Creamer for 38 with 7 fours, and Vijay Watling, the wicket-keeper, was giving company to Ross Taylor, not out on 15 with 1-4, 331 for 5. New Zealand finished with, on the first day, played at the McLean Park pitch in Napier. And the bowling, well, Jarvis 1 for 56, Brian Vettori 19 overs for 75 runs. But Shingarai Masakadza was the man who bowled very, very well on his debut. 17 overs, 2 minutes, 1 for 16. There was also a debut for Foster Mutuzwa and 1 for 78 to Creamer and 1 for 33 to Masakadza. Zimbabwe were the ones who actually won the toss and put New Zealand on the pitch. I thought New Zealand played very well, and the Zimbabwean bowlers have to really work some magic out to get the New Zealand batsmen, because Ross Taylor is well entrenched there. Not out on 111. So now let me shift the focus back onto the current test match. Stumps on day 2. England replying to Pakistan actually resumed at the overnight score of 256. They could add just 1 run. Today, the obdurate Misbah ul Haq was dismissed for 84. LBW ball brought for 84, 5 fours and 4 6. And after that, the tail, it read 0-0-0-0. As Saeed Ajmal was LBW bowled Anderson for a duck. Umar Gul was not out on not. Junaid Khan was caught Swan bowled Anderson for a duck, and it was all over. Pakistan was quickly wound up by England today, 257 all out, and a 4-wicket back for Stuart Broad. England, in reply, at close of play, closing at 207 for 5, with Alistair Cook making 94 good runs with 10 fours, unlucky to miss a century. And the other principal scorer was Jonathan Trott with 74 with 7 fours. Peterson made 14. Currently, it is Ian Morgan was out of the last ball. The last over of the day to Saeed Ajmal for 3. Ian Bell was not out on 4 at stumps. That was the last ball of the day when Morgan was dismissed. So the new partner would be Matt Pryor tomorrow, and that would be very crucial. 3 wickets for Saeed Ajmal at the fag end of the day. In fact, I would say Pakistan really pulled it off, because 198 for 3, England I mean, they were 166 for 2 at one stage, and they got reduced to 207 for 5. Another only 50 runs required more for England to actually get into the lead. And I think the partnership between Bell and Pryor would be very crucial for England to actually press it on and actually get a big lead. But again, Pakistan would be thinking that in the morning they could pick up some quick wickets, and that would be so. I would say with Pakistan pulling it back from 166 for 2 to 207 for 5, reducing England to 207 for 5. I think it was a even Stevens there. But tomorrow I think both the teams have a chance. Probably England can go to a big lead if Bell and Pryor could really go on, or it could be the other way that Pakistan could pick up some wickets and things could be different. Well, as I said, dear friends, fans and subscribers, I couldn't really get into the nitty-gritties. The reason being I had to cover 3 test matches today. You can take this as a cricket update or a cricket summary, but well, I will be keep doing this. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, thanks for your patience and watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow. Thank you.